Hello everybody, welcome back to Bloodborne Gun Only Challenge. Today we're going to be fighting the Bloody Crow and Lady Maria, and then after that I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. I actually want to get into the Bloody Crow fight right away. So we're going to go do that right now. I'm going to head over to Cathedral Ward. Let's do this while we wait for some loading screens. Take our video. And post the link. I'm also going to turn off the HUD so I can get a more cinematic fight. I'm expecting this fight to go pretty smoothly in my favor. And if I'm going to upload a clip of it later, I think it would actually be cooler if there's no HUD. Like, there's no like health bar in the way or anything like that. Let's send it to you as well. Alright. Well, let's get right into it. I don't have any particular reason why I need to delay or waste any time. Well, the only thing I need to do is, I guess it's enter environment. HUD off, yeah. Okay, let me make sure I have my bone marrow ash equipped. I do, okay. Oh, someone just stopped by. Hello. We're gonna go fight the Bloody Crow right now. I turned the HUD off. So I should be able to defeat this guy pretty easily. If I don't get a good attempt, I'm actually just gonna restart. If I don't get a good attempt right away, I'm actually just gonna let him kill me and then try to get a better attempt. Because I want to get a really cinematic kill so that I can upload a clip of it later. And I know a lot of people struggle with Bloody Crow, so I really want to show how easy it can be to defeat him. And during my Hunter Tool Challenge, people wanted me to fight the Bloody Crow, but I accidentally messed up. I skipped over the Eileen questline, so we didn't get to show it off. So we get our wait gesture. And then Eileen's going to hang out here. So we're going to go... Actually, let me turn the HUD back on for a second. I have to check one thing. Okay, I have blood bullets already. I think my gun's loaded. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, let's do it. Come here, buddy. I can't lock onto him. Oh, yes, I can. The lock-on target doesn't show when the HUD's not showing. I didn't realize that. That kind of messed me up. Run towards me, you fool. I want him to run towards me, like that, yes. How is that not working? I think, as I remember it, you have to parry a little bit sooner than you think. The parry timing is like a little bit sooner than you think it is, if I remember correctly. He usually shoots his gun after he does that roll. Just like that. I like how I'm at full health, but he's trying to stop me from healing. Oh, messed that up. Well, he hasn't hit me a single time, so that's good. Honestly, the attempt hasn't gone as well as I wanted it to, but it's going okay. It's just going kind of slow. I'm like... Yeah. Oh, he finally got me. Let me heal back to full just in case. Come here, you buffoon. Waste my bone marrow ash. I want him to run towards me. Just like that. I'm surprised he's not dead yet. I have no idea how much health he has. I feel like he's got to be close to dead now. I could probably just chip him down with shots if I wanted to, but I want to get another parry. Yes, here we go. How is he not dead? Oops. That definitely hit me. Come here. Do your running attack again. That's the one I can parry. There we go. Let's check our HUD. We got 2 bullets left. And 4 Bone Marrow Ash. We get a nice Blood Rapture rune. You get another rune out here for Mylene as well. I feel like that could have gone a little bit more clean, but I think it's good enough. The worst part is just running around and trying to get him to attack you. Alright. So we get our, I think, Hunter rune and a Crow Hunter badge as well. That's actually going to be somewhat useful. I'm going to be using the Blade of Mercy later on. Not for this run, but once I'm done with the run, I can use the Blade of Mercy on this character. Because they're going to have high skill as well. So that's the Bloody Crow fight. Now we're going to go fight Maria. I think fighting without the HUD, the difficult part is that it's difficult to manage your ammo because you don't know how many shots you have. Like, I had no idea how many bullets I had left at the end of that fight, and it seemed like I was not as efficient with reloading my blood bullets as I could have been. But it was also because I thought I was going to kill him in fewer shots. I'm actually surprised that took as many shots as it did. I almost wish I had done it with the HUD on because there was some stuff that I would have liked to see. But you live and you learn. I need to buy more Bone Marrow Ash too. So let's do that. This should be enough. That's fine. I also didn't use my fire paper because it's hard to switch back and forth items when you don't have a HUD. Alright. Lady Maria fight, I did not practice at all, so we're kind of just going in. We're going to see how it goes, I suppose. Let me go to the Lumen Garden. I didn't really cross-post today's stream in a lot of places. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like it today. But it's fine. Worst case scenario, I'll get some clips that I can upload later. Okay. I'm gonna do one attempt at least without using any consumables. So I can get a feel for how to fight her without a melee weapon. And then after that, I'll probably, if I feel confident, then I'll start using my consumables. I have to see what my damage against her is like, most of all. Oh my god. That was the worst possible start. Okay, my damage is not that great. Yeah, my damage is not very good. Oh. My defense is not bad, though. She's actually not damaging me very much. She just has a lot of HP and a lot of defense. Okay, I'm parrying too early. It's because the Bloody Crow parry timing was earlier than you expect, and now hers is, like, later than you expect. It's actually really bad to go from that fight right to this fight, because the parry timings are the opposite. Hers is slower than you think it would be. His is faster than you think it would be. I gotta get used to parrying her attacks, basically. So I'm gonna do some practice attempts. Again, she's just got that delay on her attacks. I think what I have to start doing is looking out for her moves. Okay. That's about what our Bone Marrow Ash damage is like without any buffs. Or sorry, not Bone Marrow, that's our repeating pistol damage without any buffs. Problem is, just as I get used to parrying those attacks, she switches her fighting style too. Someone just entered the chat, by the way. Does she have the same thing as Gascoigne, where she can shoot her pistol even when she has both hands occupied? Ooh, I actually didn't expect that one to hit. The tricky thing is also going to be damaging myself to reload my bullets. Okay. I mean, our damage is good. And yes, she can shoot even when she has a two-handed sword, which sucks. Gascoigne can do that too, so they must have learned that together. They must have both like developed that technique of being able to shoot while holding a two-handed weapon. I'm also going to be more efficient on my healing. I wonder if you can parry that. I don't actually know. I'm going to be more efficient on my healing in future attempts. Honestly, we're doing pretty good for doing it without any consumables. I think with consumables, we could probably brute force our way through this. But I want the final, like the winning attempt, to actually look nice. So that's part of the reason why I'm practicing. Because I didn't practice this one off stream at all. I actually didn't play Bloodborne at all this week. Oh, too early. It's going to get really tough when she switches to her buffs, because it's harder to parry those safely. Got 4 messages. I'm sorry, I can't look at the chat right now, obviously. I'm kind of fighting a difficult boss. Nope. There we go. Keep in mind, my winning attempt is going to go a lot better than this. I'm kind of screwing around right now. Okay, now I have to see how I'm going to fare against these attacks. I hate that one. I can never dodge that attack. I think what I remember from my previous gun-only challenge is that once I got to this stage, I actually found it better to just start shooting her, like non-stop. Just non-stop shooting her and chipping down her health bar, rather than trying to parry her. Because it's very difficult to parry her in this phase, because of how much range her attacks have. Ah. You can shoot her when she's off balance like that. Ooh, nice, even better. I think I could parry that third attack if I got used to it. Honestly, just shooting her while walking up to her and getting a parry like right away, like that, is probably more reliable than trying to bait out parries. Just like do this again, just like that. I could probably do that pretty consistently. Once she goes into her final form, I'm gonna start bursting her down with Bone Marrow Ash, basically. Wow, I actually almost partially dodged that one for once. Oh, yeah, so like at this point, I would start burning her health down with Bone Marrow Ash. I'm not gonna do that this attempt, because I can't win. I could probably win this attempt, but I don't want to. It would be very ugly looking. I want to get like a nice looking attempt. Just like that. Like, you can pretty much always do that. Just walk right up to her and hit her. Or parry her, I should say. Yeah, so that's my last file right there. Just like that. The problem is, it seems like when I parry her, I still get hit by fire. That's kind of difficult to play around. Yeah, those lingering hitboxes. Like, okay. Alright, Musa Gaming is here. How's it going, Ellery? Pretty good, just doing some practice runs, and then we're going to do the winning attempt. Probably the very next one is going to be the winning attempt, because that went very smoothly, with no consumables. Oak says, good evening. It's kind of not fair for bosses to be able to have two-handed weapons and use a gun. Yeah, I think only Gehrman and Lady Maria can do it, so it must be, like, because Maria is actually Gehrman's student, it kind of makes me wonder from, like, a lore perspective, like, what's the explanation on why they're both able to do that, even though most likely it's just a gameplay thing. Alright, we're going in here. We're going to pretty much destroy her now. Considering the fact that I probably could have beaten her just now with no practice and not using any consumables, going in here with consumables after having just practiced the fight, I'm going to do just fine. I'm going to save the Bone Marrow Ash for the second half of the fight. I gotta restock, or reload, I should say. I gotta be careful about my bullet management, that's the one thing. A lot of times you can just do that and just like parry her while she's walking up to you. I gotta manage my bullets though, that's the thing. I can't, because at the end of the fight I need to burst her down with like non-stop attacks, and you have to have a lot of bullets to be able to do that. Oh. Okay. Sure. Sometimes she just walks slowly towards you and lets you buff yourself, which is cool. I need fire paper. You can also use that chair to block bullets, as you just saw me do. I'm gonna go for that. That's kind of a waste of a bullet, but it was a good damage output. I don't think you can parry that. I really don't. Maybe with a blunderbuss it might be possible. I'm just gonna take this opportunity to heal while she's on the ground. Nice. Okay, she's buffing again. I can beat this phase without Bone Marrow Ash, so I'm gonna beat this phase without Bone Marrow Ash. No, in fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have Bone Marrow Ash preloaded, so if I get a parry, I get the big damage. But otherwise, I'm gonna be mostly going for what I did last attempt, which is this. Oh, too early. How? Come on. Stop spamming. Like that. I'm gonna try to get one more parry while I can. Really doesn't want to let me though. Bone Marrow Ash. Just like that, yeah. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought she was going to start buffing right there. Okay, well now she's definitely dead. I'm going to do... Oh my god, I could have just killed myself there. What is she doing? Did she just do her buffing action twice? Oh no, she dashed at the worst time. If I die, I'm gonna have to go back and buy a bunch of consumables, which is annoying. Just like that. Okay, I just have to shoot her one more time. Please stop. Please stop spamming that attack. Oh. Okay, I have to be very careful about that. I have to shoot her only when I've got counter hits. Whatever. Good enough. very winnable fight. It could have been cleaner, but it's very winnable. Like, I don't think I could ever lose that fight unless I played very badly. You gotta go over here and grab this item. I'm not gonna go back yet. I'm just gonna run to the next area. GG, thank you. Miyazaki likes adding details. Yeah, it might be lore-based. Some Oak says, got her. Barely. That could have been so much cleaner, but we did okay. I don't really need to heal or anything. Maybe I'll heal just in case, because I think you might take fall damage here. I can't remember if you take fall damage here or not, so I'm going to heal just in case. It'd be very silly to die right here for no reason. But I'm just going to run and grab the next lamp. Open. Alright, let's see. Fall damage is... No, so that was a wasted blood vial, but it's just one blood vial. Lead elixir. Madman's knowledge. Win's a win. Is this the DLC? Yeah, this is the fishing hamlet in the DLC. This is coming from someone who is dog water at Soul Skins. You're probably not as bad as you think. There's a baseline level of skill that I think is pretty achievable for most players. I think the hardest part for most people is making good builds. Like, a lot of people don't know how to make a good build. And these are RPGs just as much as they are action games. So if you don't know how to make a good build, it will make your gameplay worse than it would otherwise be. Alright, let's buy some more Bone Marrow Ash. Can I afford 10? I can. I'm actually going to buy 9. That way I can get more vials to replace the ones that we used while we were doing our practice runs. We'll go up here, grab some fire paper. The one funny thing about this run is I'm going to have way less insight at the very end as compared to what I normally have. Just because I've been buying fire paper non-stop the entire run. Honestly, we didn't really get anything else from there that we need to examine, so let's just get right back into it. Head right back to the fishing hamlet. I don't think either of those fights were as clippable as I wanted them to be. Alright, I gotta make sure to re-equip my BMA. Where is that, anyway? Let's make some blood bullets. I gotta get used to playing gun only again. That's the one problem with only streaming this challenge once a week. Interesting. Okay, these guys are a lot weaker than the enemies we've been fighting in the Chalice dungeons. So I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. This is actually gonna be easier than the last couple streams. Any more enemies hiding over here in these corners? I can't remember. There's always like enemies who come up behind you in this area. I think these guys regularly drop blood vials too. Yeah, which this makes gun only way more sustainable in this area. Because of the fact that the enemies regularly drop vials, you can restock pretty regularly. So you can keep making blood bullets and then healing yourself with vials. As you're seeing now. Okay, I'm gonna heal myself just in case I pick up some more vials. Doesn't look like I got any from these guys, unfortunately. Hey, Skull Creek, is this my Blood Tinge build? Yeah, I'm continuing the gun-only challenge. We just defeated the Bloody Crow, and we defeated Lady Maria already, so the stream title is now officially clickbait. We've already done it. It's no longer a question. Huh, I didn't realize this guy dodged like that. Interesting. How did that one miss? I feel like I shot right over his shoulder right there. Oh, guy with a hammer. Nice, thank you. Yeah, this is one of my favorite challenge runs. Blood Tinge builds in general are some of my favorite builds. Ooh, that actually might be a really good gem. No, it's not at all. I mean, it'd be good on a crit weapon. And even then, only like until you get something better. But, okay, I'm gonna do what I did during the last challenge run, where I'm gonna run in, I'm gonna kill this thing near the well. It only takes a single shot to kill it. It always dies in one hit, and then I'm gonna run away, so that it's not constantly shooting ghosts at me while I'm trying to fight the other guys. How was that not a parry? That's okay. Nice. Okay, I can kill these guys with 2 shots from the repeating pistol. That's actually good to keep in mind. I'm gonna do blood bullets as regularly as possible because of the fact that so many enemies here drop vials. I think the bullets are less valuable. Whereas the vials are less valuable while my bullets are a precious resource, because I will eventually run out of bullets. Didn't outright kill him, but it weakened him enough. Are these guys gonna follow me upstairs? No. Oh, how did that not hit him? These guys are really dodgy. It's kind of weird, they're not turning around when I shoot them. This goes back to what I was saying before about the enemies in the Chalice dungeons. Certain enemies in the Chalice dungeons. It feels like enemies have a specific AI where they only respond, like certain enemies in certain situations, they only respond when you hit them with a melee attack. Or they'll only do certain things if you hit them with a melee attack. And this is like a really good example where I can shoot these enemies and then they just stand there. They just let me keep shooting them. These ones are a little bit different. I think they're just more evasive. Nice. Run away. I'm trying to get them to actually come up here where I can fight them. There we go. I can't attack them while they're underneath the staircase. They keep going under the stairs. Okay. Ugh. I'm not trying to cheese them, they just won't come up here and fight me. That's a really easy parry chain. Okay, I'm guessing there's going to be some vials here, so I'm going to restock again. Yeah, a bunch of vials. Restock all the vials we just used. We're back over 20 already. It's really dumb AI, yeah, I agree. 20 minutes in, I already beat 2 bosses, no joke. Can you beat the 2 sharks, gun only? Oh yeah, I can. I don't know if I'll do it right now, but I'll come back and do it later. Some oak. I'll leave that one in the comment section. There we go. Yeah, I'll fight the 2 sharks in the well. I actually don't really struggle. A lot of the enemies and bosses that people struggle with a lot usually don't... I don't really struggle with them that much. Like, I can beat the 2 sharks. I'll fight the 1 shark over here, and then if I feel like it, I'll go downstairs and fight the other 2 sharks right now. Otherwise, I'll come back and do it later. Fighting this one here first might give me an opportunity to get the parry timing down. Will you get over here? Come on. He's trying to bait me over here so the shark can come out and attack me. I'm trying to bait him over so I can fight him without fighting the shark. If you just stand there, I'm going to kill you with my gunshots. Pretty sure I can actually do something like this. Come here. No? No? Okay. Apparently aiming at barrels is like the hardest thing ever. There we go. If you don't know about that, you can hit those pots with any kind of fire damage, and it blows up and like instantly kills that guy. Obviously, it's a lot easier with like a firebomb or something, but I can't use firebombs. Which game is this reference of? It's playing Bloodborne, unless you're asking what my character is referencing, maybe. So the reason I started doing these gun-only challenges is because I'm a really big fan of the Etrian Odyssey series. It's my favorite series, maybe my favorite series of games. And in that series, there's a character class called Gunner, and she has my favorite character design of the different characters. So I started doing gun-only challenges where I tried to play like a gunner build, and that's kind of what you're seeing now. The evolution of that. Over time, I kind of refined the run more and more. Man, I've been trying to really manage my bullets, and I've already run out again. We're not going to go fight the 2 sharks in the well because we don't have enough bullets right now. I'll come back and do it later. Can I blow this? Oh, never mind. I was going to see if I could blow that up with just a regular gunshot with no fire paper, but he destroyed the pots. Okay, we got one more guy out here left to fight. I'm going to go up and get the lamp, and then I'll come back and fight the sharks in the well later. Or afterwards. Once you get the parry timings down on enemies, I think Bloodborne parrying is like the most satisfying. And honestly, this strategy where you parry with the right hand and then shoot with the left hand, I have more fun doing this than I have fun landing visceral attacks. Oh, Detroit's a real city. It's in America. And, I'll leave it at that. Okay, there is a guy who's going to drop down behind me. Gotta be careful because he has like a grab attack. I'd actually rather just burst him down than try to parry him, because you can't parry grab attacks. This is another one. He has a grab attack. I'd rather just shoot him than try to parry him. Great example of the jank in Bloodborne. If you shoot an enemy or even kill an enemy while they grab you, they still get the grab animation and then they survive with 1 HP, as you just saw there. So I killed him, but he grabbed me, which caused him to still be alive with, I guess, either 0 or 1 HP. It's a meme. W Bloodborne. Bloodborne's a really fun game. Where the heck am I? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna run up this hill over here so I can get the fishing hut lamp, and then I'll come back down here and fight the guys in the well. But I'm gonna have to restock my bullets before I do that. So I gotta think about which direction I want to come from. I think I want to come from this direction, though. Oh, that guy survived on 1 HP. Did not expect that to happen. Dogs are way easier with gunner builds, I will say. There we go. Just needs a little bit of ranged chip damage. Ranged attacks, ranged builds are so good for just dealing a little bit of extra chip damage. Alright, I'm gonna run up the hill. I don't want to fight anything here. I should be fine. Yeah, the worst thing that could happen, it would be if one of those javelins hit me. After this, I'm pretty safe. The big guy will chase me up here, but he can't get through this door. Now I have the fishing hut lamp. I'll parry him, maybe? I can't remember if you... I think you might not be able to parry him through the door. Well, let me kill this guy first. He actually, like, glitched through the wall. He doesn't normally do that. Normally he stays near the door. Yeah, okay. We're not going to be able to... I think I can fight this guy, but... I gotta, like, run out here. Okay. But now there's, like, a guy shooting ranged attacks at me. Yeah. The one shooting ranged attacks at me was, like, actually the bigger problem than the big guy. The dogs are a much bigger pain for strength builds to deal with. Oh yeah, I agree. The one thing you can do, though, is you could just use a blunderbuss on any build. Like, if you're playing a strength build, you can just hold a blunderbuss in your left hand. You use that, you shoot the dog falls on the ground, and then before the dog gets back up, you just walk over and hit them. You have to hit them at the right time, though, because they have immunity frames while they're on the ground. But if you hit them right while they're standing back up... So here we get the bow blade. If I was allowing myself to use the bow blade, this would become our primary weapon right now. I'm not allowing myself to use it for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's not a gun, it's a bow. And number 2, it would make the run too easy, because it's actually, like, the ranged attacks from the bow blade are just as strong or stronger than basically any melee weapon in the game. So it would completely defeat the purpose of doing this run. Plus, I really like the Raider Palash plus repeating pistol playstyle, so we're just going to stick with that. Let's explore the hillside going back down the hill now. Is that the witch right there? I think that's her. Yes. Just get rid of her so I can actually fight the other enemies. Oh my god. Okay. I can probably fight him now without... If he would come over here, I could fight him. This is good. I can practice against him. Early. So don't parry early. His attacks... He's one of the ones who has a lot of delay on his attacks. Like, look at how much delay he had right there. That was crazy delay. I guess you can't parry that one, or my timing was slightly off. That felt like a parry. That's okay. We practice against this guy, then we'll go fight the guys in the well. It's going to be different with gun only compared to how I normally do it. But actually not that different, because parrying is one of the most efficient ways to fight these guys. So we're probably going to spend the next 30 minutes fighting sharks now. We took like 10 minutes to kill the hard bosses at the start of the stream. Now we're just going to spend 30 minutes fighting sharks. Alright, let's go here. Nope. Get rid of you. The big guy actually left. He's not sticking around here to fight me. Well, I guess that means I should probably chip away at the other enemies first. Problem is, if the big guy comes back up here, I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, I think there's an item over here. I want to grab all the items on this hillside. Great One's Wisdom. I think there's an item over here, too. Don't run off the cliff. No, it's not over here. It must be... Oh, it's on the other cliff. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I can beat these sharks pretty consistently. I just have to kind of get into the practice of doing it again. I haven't fought one in a while. There's a chunk. Useful chunk there. It's not helpful for us in what we're doing right now with our run, but in a regular run, that chunk is pretty useful. Alright, I'm going to draw out just... Oh, watch out, dog coming. I was going to try to draw out just the shark, but I got to fight this dog first. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of... What I did right there is kind of what you do against them with strength weapons. You shoot them one time, they fall on the ground, you walk up, and then instead of shooting them, you would do something like this. You'd hit them with an R2 from your melee weapon to finish them off. Alright, if I can draw out just this guy, I'll be happy. Nope. That just woke up everybody. Literally everybody. Run. Where's the hut? If they weren't all chasing me, I would stop and fight, but I can't fight all these guys at once. Okay, dog's gone. I don't think the other ones are chasing me anymore, maybe? Yes, they are. I think I'm either not getting the parry timing down or something's going on here. Okay. Back away. Enough so that your friend leaves, but that I can fight just you. Which I think is right now happening. No, his friend's right there still. Okay, well, if you're not going to follow me into the hut, let the other guy follow me into the hut so I can get rid of the other guy. I don't want to fight both of them at once. They're being so annoying. They're being, like, as annoying as they can possibly be. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not getting these parries. Maybe the parry timing is slightly different than what I think. Attack. That was too early. That's too early. That feels like it should have been right, but it wasn't. I gotta figure out this parry timing. There we go. There's one. There's two. Okay, I'm getting it now. The wall is actually blocking my shots. That was too early. If you want practice parrying this guy, I guess this is a good spot to do it. That one is usually pretty consistent. I can get that the parry on that third attack in that attack chain. I'm wasting so many vials here, by the way, doing this. It's too early. Too early. I don't even know if you can parry that attack. He might be one of those ones where you can parry certain attacks, but not all of them. Am I gonna waste more vials? Yes, I am. I think you can parry this attack, but it seems dangerous. There we go. I'm starting to get it more consistently. So I think this is worth doing. I think this practice is worth doing. The good thing is, even when you miss a parry, in this game, you still damage the enemy. Especially with us, with our build, with our high damaging guns. I could have parried that third hit, but he would have hit me at the same time, which I didn't want. Attack? No? Do you like attacking, or do you like just standing there? You have to, like, create space between yourself and the boss. This is gross. too early. Too early. If I parry too early, I should follow up with a second shot. So I can get the counter damage on the second shot. Oh, how would that not kill him? Look at his health. Alright, well, we got one killed. That took a long time. Fire Paper works on guns. No, it only works on the Raider Palash. Raider Palash is very special. I talked about this in the previous streams. Patrick Dodson hates their movesets, especially the two in the well. Every time one of them goes out of sight, it gets down on all four legs and charges at you full speed. They let enemies hit through the wall, but not us. Yeah, it's not fair. But yeah, the Raider Palash is very special. It's the only gun that can be buffed with Fire Paper. It's actually the only split damage weapon that can be buffed with papers. None of the others can. Which gives it a pretty distinct advantage. It has a pretty interesting niche. Of course, you don't ever really benefit from the split damage itself, because you're always doing either physical damage or blood damage. You're never doing both. But it's still cool that you can buff the bullets with paper. And it's still cool that the base weapon can still be buffed, even though it's a blood tinge weapon. Whereas the Chikage, for example, can't be buffed with papers, even though it only does physical damage. Oh, did a jumping attack by mistake. At least I didn't hit anything. Instantly would have invalidated the entire run. Not really, though. Okay, I think that's everything. We can't go fight the sharks in the well now. We have no resources whatsoever. In fact, I think it might be better to fight them later in the run, when we have a bunch of vials and bullets stockpiled. Because otherwise, if we go fight them right now and we don't beat them on the first attempt, it's going to drain all of our resources. I want to go get the Blood Rock, though. So let's go get the Blood Rock next. What is the best way to go get the Blood Rock? I think I'm going to go back to the Hunter's Dream first. I think this is going to be more important to bank the Blood Echoes we have on us right now. I think I can update the stream title. Let's update the stream title to say Orphan of Kos. Bloodborne. Because from now on, we're basically going to be moving towards the Orphan. I don't know for sure if I'm actually going to fight him, but having a boss that we might actually fight, that we're moving towards in the stream title, is better than having two bosses that we already defeated. Before the stream, like in the first hour of the stream. I need to start doing this again. Excuse me, stockpiling a couple of extra bullets before I buy vials, just so that I don't run out of bullets in my storage. Okay. So what I want to do now is go and grab the Blood Rock from the DLC so that I can upgrade my Raider Palash to plus 10. That's going to make a big difference on our damage output. I think we can basically run through everything here. I did this on the Arcane Challenge recently as well. You can basically run through everything in this next section and get all the way to the Orphan. The Winter Lanterns downstairs are going to be a little bit frustrating to fight. I gotta think about how I want to fight them, but I'll think about that when I get there. For now, let's just go do this. Do I want to fight Brad or... Leaning yes. I do want to fight him. So we'll fight Brador. I think he's relatively parryable as well, if I'm not mistaken. In general, gun playstyle actually makes this fight easier anyway, because guns don't care about the lead elixir. Like, the lead elixir doesn't protect him against gun damage at all. It only makes him harder to fight in melee. Gotta watch out, because I don't want to dash off a cliff. actually going to restock here. I don't think I'm in any danger. Not at all. And I got a parry too as my last shot against him. Bloody armbands. Alright. That's one bell ringer down. There's another one down like here in one of these buildings below this area, but we're not going to explore this area yet. I want to run through here first. The one thing I want to do differently is that I want to actually fight all of the Brador clones so I can get his full outfit before I go and get rid of the main, the real Brador. That's what I did last time. I accidentally went and fought the real guy before actually clearing out all of the clones. Think you can roll through these? Yes. Then you just run past everything. Run by everything. I'm going to open the shortcut. If anything follows me over here, I'll fight it. One interesting thing is that the enemies with the lightning magic can actually track you, like through here. Like after you run through that door, they can still shoot lightning at you if they started casting before you ran through the door. So you're not really safe until you get all the way up into the lighthouse hut. Okay, now we're going to run straight across the bridge. My nose itches. We're going to run straight across the bridge. I think you can actually survive if you drop down here, but it's better to do this. Now usually, yeah, at least one guy falls down with you. You just have to fight him. He's not that difficult. Honestly, like I said earlier, the enemies we're fighting now are actually weaker than the ones we've been fighting in the Chalice dungeons. So we're in a really good position right now. You can run through this whole section. You don't need to fight any of these enemies. Fight that guy if you want to. Another chunk. You get a lot of chunks, a lot of free chunks in the DLC, which is really cool because you can get here right after you fight Amelia, which kind of means that, like, depending on how you want to play the game, you can actually get a bunch of Bloodstone chunks and upgrade your weapon a ton, like, right after fighting Amelia. Normally you can't do that without the DLC. Okay, I am going to deal with these jumping slugs before I go any further, because I don't want them chasing me around while I'm trying to fight Brador. This one here. Okay. Seems like it only takes one repeating pistol shot and one Raider Palace shot to kill these guys. If you kill the main Brador and you still get his outfit pieces in the spot where the clones would have been. Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me that. That actually matters a lot to me because I have a character where I killed Brador already and I wanted to get the helmet, but I never got it. I should go down there and go grab the helmet with that character. Oh, this one survived. That's okay. Okay, we got one more Brador clone to fight over here. I'd rather fight all the clones, though. I think it's more rewarding and fun. Rather than just, like, getting a free victory by not having to fight. I'm gonna run away first and try to isolate this, yeah, this slug right here. Okay, now I can fight Brador. Gotta reload. His R2 is a lot easier to parry if you know it's coming. I'm not doing a good job of it, but it is the easier move to parry. That one's actually pretty easy to parry too. It has the same timing as a lot of 3-hit combo attacks. And that's Brador number 2. Bloody trousers. I grabbed the item over there already. This is another situation where I just want to run over here, kill this thing before it starts shooting magic beams at me, and then run away from these guys so they don't kill me. That was actually really risky. Okay, we're doing okay. Got one more to fight, and then after that we pretty much already reached the shortcut if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to go grab the blood rock right away. I'd rather restock my supplies before I go do that. So we'll get this Kin Cold Blood. Get this item here. Definitely got to remember to go open up this shortcut before you do anything else. I don't know if I should even bother fighting the Winter Lanterns or if I should just run over and grab the Blood Rock. I kind of want to grab the Blood Rock now and then go back, but it's a very greedy maneuver. I could be punished. No risk, no reward. Let's... Oops. Well, that's going to waste a lot of my time. Let's go grab the Blood Rock now. Let's go grab the Blood Rock now. I'm pretty sure I can. I can just run... I don't have to fight anything. I can just run past everything. The issue is actually going to be the Winter Lanterns themselves. I think I'll fight the Winter Lanterns because I don't want them chasing. I don't want them following me from behind. And I'm pretty sure I can. I think I can kill them. I'm not sure. I haven't tried yet with this build, so I'm just kind of guessing as to what my damage output might possibly look like. But I think I can kill them. I normally just wait for this one to move all the way to the right. If you run after this one before it comes all the way to the right, it draws out the other one. Then you have to fight them 2 against 1. If you do this, you only have to fight this one. Oh god, she's still alive. I thought she was dead. Let's use a sedative here. Yeah. Block that second frenzy build-up, just so that we don't have to... Because we're getting low on blood vials anyway. Now, if we go over here, we can take out this one pretty safely. We don't have anything else to really worry about. Same thing happens. We just take a little bit of frenzy damage. We heal it off. And we're pretty good. The only problem we have right now is that we only have 2 blood vials. We got some really good tempering gems, though. The curse... Did we get any curse gems just now? They actually didn't drop any curse gems, so we got a little bit of unlucky with our drops. We did get a blood attack gem, which may or may not be better than what we already have equipped. Probably. I don't think this is better than what we have already. Yeah, we're not really getting the good gems. Oh, I think this is the gem that we picked up, but this isn't good. We're just not getting any good gems, but it's more of like an RNG thing. You can actually get really good gems here. These are like the best gems you can get in the base game. Alright, I think I'm just gonna run past everything. If there's any enemies, like those wizard enemies, not these ones. I don't care about these ones. Well, yeah. This guy I will kill, so he's not shooting lightning bolts at me. But other than that, I think I'm just gonna run over, grab the blood rock, and then run away. There's also a bolt gem here. And you run away like a coward. Ooh, free bullets. And that's it. We got our blood rock. To go back now, let's... Is this guy chasing me? No. Okay, to go back now, I'm going to use a Bolt Hunter's Mark. It's a little bit faster than waiting for the elevator. Now we're going to go back. We're finally going to upgrade our Raider Palash to +10. This is basically going to be the peak of our build for the rest of this run, other than just getting better blood gems, which we can do as well. We should have access to better blood gems. If not right now, pretty soon. The main thing is going to be increasing the damage of our Raider Palash from now on, because our repeating pistol is pretty close to as good as it can get without going to like end game, like post game blood gem grinds, which we don't really have access to. We won't have access to until we're already done with the challenge. I mean, if we're really struggling with like Lawrence or certain other bosses, like maybe we could grind for better blood gems. I gotta be careful I don't use all my materials. Okay. Right now, our gun damage is 138 plus 158. Raider Palash now is 296. Is that true? That seems kind of low. I guess so. Now we're going to upgrade. We should be getting... Oops. We should be getting an extra 12 plus 18 damage. Something around that range. And I'm also going to check our blood gems really quick. Yeah, that one was not better. This is only better if we want thrust damage, which is not what we want. So our plus 10 Raider Palash is 150 plus 176. After upgrade is 326. So we're going to get about an extra 30 damage per shot. Considering we're around 300 damage, that means we just got basically like a 10% damage increase, which is pretty solid, honestly. Like, increasing your blood tinge stat usually won't give you an extra 10% damage. You'd have to gain, like, a couple of levels, whereas a single weapon upgrade gives you, like, a 10% damage increase. It's much more efficient than upgrading stats. Of course, we're already at 50, so the discussion is kind of pointless. But for people who like leveling their stats early, you really have to consider that it doesn't give very big returns compared to just upgrading your weapons. With our supplies looking the way they do right now... Oh my god, that guy's so loud. I think I'm not going to fight Orphan right away. I think I'm going to go clear a little bit of Chalice Dungeon content so that we can build up a stockpile. I'm going to put the Bowblade in the storage for now. Fist of Gradia, Lock Shield as well. Technically, I think I would allow myself to use the Lock Shield. I'm not sure. I think I would, though. Alright, let me make sure we can actually do everything that we need to do. Yes, we can head right into the Defiled Chalice if we need to. So let's just stockpile everything that we have. Make sure all of our consumables are nice and overstocked. And let's go check out the Defiled Chalice. Our damage is a lot higher now than it was a while ago. We can honestly push it even higher if I wanted to. I really need to just get like one slightly like closer to optimized blood tinge gem, and our repeating pistol is just gonna spike in damage. We can still get like another extra maybe 10% damage on it, maybe even a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly how it stacks up because of the way the multiplication works. It might actually be higher than it seems. Okay, it looks like we unlocked this area already. Oh yeah, I know where we are. We unlocked the fight against the Keeper of the Old Lords, and we did not fight him yet because I didn't have a lot of resources, and I was worried that if I tried to parry him, he would keep hitting me with his melee attacks. And our damage wasn't high enough. Now our damage is a little bit higher. I think we can parry him more consistently. And our health is a little bit higher too, maybe. Do your running attack. That's the one. I'm going to use the same strategy I used against Maria. I'm going to slowly chip him down without consumables first. And then once I have his health low enough, then I'll switch to Bone Marrow Ash, so I can burst down the rest of his health bar a little bit more safely. I'll try to stand closer to him whenever I shoot him too, whenever I can. Oh, watch out, corner. 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 Please. Get me out of the corner. Yeah, if you stand close to him and shoot him, you do more damage. It's very important. Do your running attack. Thank you. That was very polite of you. You can actually kind of like parry chain him, but it's a little tougher when you're not doing visceral attacks. Okay, he one-shots me still. That's good to know. Is this worth doing if he one-shots me? Or should we go do something else? The problem is we don't actually have a lot else that we can do. It's like either this or like nothing. It's either get past this guy or bash our head against the wall somewhere else. But him being able to one-shot me kind of makes this fight less worth doing. It's really not worth fighting a boss who can one-shot you if it takes you like 3 minutes to kill them, because honestly it's probably even more. It's probably like 5 minutes to kill him, because then if he ever hits me at any point in time... I think I know what I need to do. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be entertaining, but I know exactly what I need to do. I need to increase my health. There's no way around it. My health is too low. I just need to remake Ailing Moran and then run through here really quick and kill some enemies that give a lot of blood echoes back. And then I can use these to level up my vitality. We already cleared this dungeon on a previous stream, so it's not going to be the most exciting thing. It's very, very rare for me to have to grind even on challenge runs. But I don't think there's any way around it here, because our only options are to fight bosses that can one-shot us, or go explore areas that won't give us any enough blood echoes to level up. So we have to just do this, I think. I guess what I could have done is made a randomized Loran Chalice, maybe. That could have been worth doing. I don't know. It's a tough call. The enemies in here give really good blood echoes. Yeah, like 4,000 just for pressing the R2 button 4 times. Cool. And then if you happen to get the parry, you only have to shoot him 3 times. There's a wolf in here. Is the wolf worth fighting? The problem is I can't really afford to use Bone Marrow Ash on him, because if I do, then I end up spending more than I gain from killing him. I think this is okay. Yeah, that's okay. That was fine. I think that was worth doing. Tempering Damp Blood Gem that we're never going to use. That's cool, I guess. There's a bunch of spiders and other things that are going to come running from here. And I think if I go kill the Bell Maiden, she'll drop a bunch of echoes. So I'm going to try to kill her. Pretty good. Just need to run around and get one more pass at her. I hate the spiders so much. Their aggression level is like way overtuned. They essentially never stop running at you, and they can just attack like constant with no wind-up time at all. They just go right into an attacking animation with no wind-up. Okay. Well, let's see what items are sitting on the ground over here. It's funny how we're having a much easier time now than we did when we were trying to actually clear this area, as compared to now where we're just kind of trying to grind. But I guess that's the way of things. When you're trying to make progress, there's always a little bit of extra stress. Get the parry on the last hit when it doesn't matter, of course. Of course. I think there's a bunch of dangerous enemies in that room over there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, nice. If I remember correctly, like, fighting our way through that room was also really difficult. Let's see what's in here. I don't need the sedative anymore. There might be a madman in here. There is. I think madman's worth fighting. He won't, like, do his melee combo attack. Not this one. He has a different melee combo attack that he just, like, never does if you only shoot bullets at him. There we go. One enemy down. We're doing so... This is going so much easier than it was, like, when I was trying to actually clear this area for the first time. There's 44,000 echoes right there, though. Just from clearing out this side area. We're gonna keep going, too. Some extra free ritual blood. I don't think we need that. I think what we need is ritual blood 5. There's more enemies in here we can fight too. Can't remember if there's a wolf in here though. If there's a wolf in here, that's a problem. I don't see one. I think it's just green hooded guys and regular beasts. There's a spider in here. One spider. That's kind of a little bit weird. Oh, you know what? Actually getting that that bug over there in the corner, I think it's going to be easier coming from this direction. There we go. I gotta itch my nose again. My nose has been really itchy today. Nice. Watch out. I'm gonna restock. We're basically playing for efficiency right now, so restocking blood bullets whenever we can is going to be a big deal. It's an important aspect of our current strategy. Nice. I'm getting the parry timing down on these guys for the setup parry, even when using a gun. It's very different from the setup parry with a melee weapon. Alright, watch out because there's a spider over there too. I want to get the spider before I go for the bug. Is there any way to draw out just the spider? No, but I can wait for him to turn around. Then I can go after the bug. Oh, bug noticed me. Honestly, he doesn't drop anything that I need anyway, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he drops like bolt waning gems, things that I will literally never need on this build. Okay. We're up to a good 65,000. And we've got a whole other section to explore too. At least. There might be 2 sections to explore. Oh, there's the wolf. I knew there was another wolf around here somewhere. I need to restock more than I need anything else. Nice, got him coming out of hit stun. That actually went so much better. I don't know what is going on here. This was so much harder when I was doing this, when I was clearing this area for the first time. I remember having to use Bone Marrow Ash to get rid of these enemies, and even then I was struggling. Now I'm just doing it easily without the Bone Marrow Ash. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Alright, we're up to 72,000. I could go bank these, but I would rather proceed forward and bring back even more when we go back. Because we can bring back easily over 100,000. Easily. And this doesn't even really take very long either, by the way. I highly recommend if you're struggling, like if you hit a wall when you're playing through a normal playthrough, to like explore the Chalice dungeons. Because once you get to depth 4, you start getting like 100,000 echoes just for clearing one floor of the dungeon. Is it worth using fire paper here? I'll start with fire paper, and then if it runs out, I probably won't restock it. One down. We gotta try to clear these guys quickly too, while the buff is still active. Gotta keep reloading. I would love it if the guy in front would do that attack. Gotta be careful, because if they lunge at you while you're reloading your blood bullets, they could like one-shot you, because your health will be low. And I think you count as off balance too, I'm not sure. How is that not a parry? I literally hit him while he was doing a flurry of attacks. They have like a running attack. They can run towards you and like kill you. Well, heal punish you. Okay. I'm sure there's no enemies behind me. No. I'm still gonna go over here though, because I don't want something to attack me from behind. Watch out. That's... You can't parry that. You can't parry grab attacks. Actually, yes you can, because I was just talking earlier about how if an enemy grabs you while you parry them, you still get grabbed. Which is really interesting. But there's some grab attacks you can't parry. I guess is what I should say. Like this guy's grab attacks, I'm pretty sure you cannot parry. There we go. That was actually a lucky parry. I wasn't even trying to do that. We're up to 96,000. Okay. I hate fighting two of these guys at once. They just body block each other so well. They have really good internal synergy. Nice. Okay. I think I want to go fight the wolf over here. The problem is he's actually going to be a little bit difficult, but I think it's worth it. If we're already all the way over here anyway, we might as well run the extra 20 feet and then go try to kill this wolf. It's going to be tricky though because our resources are pretty low now. I think I actually will use 1 BMA here. Yeah, that was worth it. That was worth 1 BMA. Honestly, the amount of blood vials he gave us are probably worth more than what we just spent killing him. On top of the echoes. Yeah, 2 free Ritual Blood 5s, and then we'll head back. You can actually sell the Ritual Blood 5s for a lot, too, if you really need to. You know, like, if you're really in a pinch, but I don't think we're not, like, that desperate. We just need to gain a couple more levels so the bosses aren't one-shotting us anymore. It's very difficult to do challenge runs if you're getting one-shot by bosses. You just spend too much time slowly chipping down their health, and then for the run to immediately fail. But it's not just a single, like, if you could just lose after spending like 3 minutes fighting a boss, like that alone wouldn't be a big deal. The problem is losing is a huge problem because our resources are so low. That's the optional dialogue you get when you defeat Maria. Honestly, I think this is a good time to dump all of our consumables. We picked up a bunch of them just now in the DLC as well. I've talked before about how the consumable echoes are not going to be that useful later on because you'll be able to get so many echoes so quickly. So it's actually better to use them early rather than use them late. Because I need them right now, but I'm not going to need them later. Okay. Can we get 40 vitality? We can. I think 40 might be enough. I think I might have an HP rune as well. I'm not sure. I might already have it equipped. Vials, echoes, items. I'll also equip the hunter rune for stamina recovery. I think we need to keep the vials. I think we need to keep moon. We don't need to keep the eye rune. But an extra 5% HP is not really worth it. If we had a better HP rune, I would switch. But our HP rune is not good enough to justify switching. If the boss is still one-shotting me after all of this, then we're going to have to come back and rethink our strategy again. But I think I can fight him now. The best thing we can do is try. So let's give it a try. And if we get past him, we can start clearing. We can start getting echoes by clearing the next floor, rather than having to farm areas that we've already cleared. That's a huge difference. The difference between farming an area you've already cleared and gaining echoes while making progress is pretty substantial in terms of how long is this run going to take? 20 hours, or is this run going to take 30 hours? Hopefully we can finish in about 20 hours. But I think because we messed up a lot at the beginning and our start was very slow and very painful, we're actually... I do think this run is probably going to take a little bit longer than the Arcane run took. It's probably going to be closer to like 25 to 30 hours. It possibly even longer, you never know. Alright, so same thing as last time. I'm going to try to chip him down. With basic attacks at the start. And then if we get to the end of the fight, then I'll switch over to Bone Marrow Ash. This is also a really good time to reload. Don't get trapped in corners. Don't shoot walls. Nice. I'm surprised that counted as parry. Hey Steven, thanks for stopping by. We're doing more Blood Tinge only today. We're fighting Keeper of Old Lords. The problem I was having before is that his attacks can one-shot me, which makes it very hard to fight him. I think we increased our HP enough that we won't get one-shot anymore. Can't really say for sure. I gotta get the timing on how to parry him out of hit stun. It's actually... There it is. Yeah, parrying him out of hit stun is actually very consistent if you know the timing for the gun that you're using. Oh, he's buffing himself already. That's actually a really early buff. I'm surprised he's buffing that early. Okay. Like, he's nowhere near half HP right now. He already buffed. There's been times when I got him down to like 30% HP and he hasn't buffed yet. I mean, we can do that if we have to, but that feels a lot like trading. I could have gotten that parry. Stuck in a corner again, too. I'm gonna start using BMA. I think I can win this fight. Unless he one-shots me, I can win this fight. The problem is I haven't confirmed yet whether or not he can one-shot me. That wasn't a one-shot. He actually hit me twice. Steven says you can do it. Apparently not. Let me try again. I backed up when he was... I did like the worst possible move at the worst possible time. I dodged backwards while he was doing a double hit that goes in a straight line in front of him, which caused both attacks to hit me, and both attacks hit me while I was off balance. So that's about as badly as that could have gone. We honestly could have won that attempt if I didn't do that. That's a very winnable attempt. I think we're going to get it on this attempt. And I'm going to start using BMA. Yeah. Like, I can honestly, like, chain visceral attacks against him if I just do this. Ah. Timing is a little bit strict, but it's not, like, impossible. Just like that. Sometimes he doesn't do it attack right when he gets back up, so you don't get the parry in those cases. Okay, sure. You're not in a good position right now. You visited your relatives from the province, but you're about to go home. When you were about to go home, your wheel broke. In the middle of the night, it's 2 in the morning. Oh, it's 2 in the morning right now, and you're like stranded on the side of the road right now? That sucks. If I'm understanding your message correctly, yeah. That's not good. I've actually been in a very similar situation before. We were driving across country, and we got a flat tire on the highway, and it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and we just had to like sit there on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck to be able to come out to tow the car away, replace the tire, and then drive it all the way back to the highway so that we could get back into the car to drive the rest of the way. And it was a long drive too. It was like a 16-hour drive. It was like in the second half of like a 16-hour drive. So it was not fun. Okay, doesn't want to attack out of hit stun today. That's fine. There we go. There we go. Oh, that didn't go as I wanted. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna reload here. It's time to reload. I guess maybe he buffs around 60%, because he's been buffing way earlier than I expected. He's not doing his attack out of hit something either. There it goes. Interesting. I can actually stop him from buffing if I keep shooting him. I don't know if I want to do that. It's a little bit cheesy. Okay, it's not like foolproof. If you don't shoot him fast enough, he will buff anyway. That definitely plays to my advantage though. Attack out of hit stun. Okay, yeah, the attack out of hit stun strategy doesn't work here because he starts shooting fire at you as soon as he gets up. It's actually better to just do this. To just chip him down. I don't need to parry him anymore. I just need to chip him down with ranged attacks. Gotta be careful of that fire damage. Oh, don't trap me in the corner. I do have to attack him while he's off balance or while he's running, because if you try to attack him while he's in a neutral standing position, he can and will dodge out of the way. I know that for sure. Oh god, my nose itches again. I cannot itch my nose while fighting this guy. And I'm in a corner again. Watch out. The problem is when he hits you, you actually get stunned for a short time, and allows him to do follow-up attacks. I think I actually have more range than he does. So I could theoretically just do what I just did there. Okay, time to itch my nose. Yeah. Yeah, that situation doesn't sound good. Good luck getting out of there. We got another 83,000 echoes just for beating that guy. I'm gonna go downstairs first. I'm not gonna go back right away. I think that extra vitality helped us a lot. I think we would have been getting one shot instead of just getting damaged. And that would have meant we would have need to start over the fight every single time we got hit, even with like his chip damage attacks. There's a side area over here. I'm gonna explore this side area. R.I.P. Rengoku boss. What does Rengoku mean? Is that a reference to something that I'm not remembering? It's probably something I know or should know, but I'm just drawing a blank because I'm in Bloodborne mode right now. It's definitely not anything from Sekiro. More bullets, that's gonna help us. I'm gonna check this really quick. Okay. There's like nothing over here, this is really weird. Oh, it's from Demon, yeah, it is. I know what Demon Slayer is. I just, like I said, I was completely in gamer mode, not anime mode. I haven't seen a ton of it, but I have seen it before. If I watched all of it, I would have remembered like a character from it right away, but if it's an anime that I haven't really watched all of and I've only seen a little bit of it, it's usually not gonna be the first thing on my mind. If you said like Tanjiro, I would have thought about that right away. Because you get main character syndrome, I guess. Oh yeah, this is a really weird side room. There's like nothing over here. I think, unless... Yeah, there's like nothing over here. This is like one of the only cases where there's like a bridge above the main corridor in the Chalice Dungeon. Like you can see it on there, there's the main corridor. If there's ever a bridge above the main corridor, it usually leads to something like really good. And it's like the only case where it just leads to straight up nothing. Might be something over here. Terrible foe ahead. It's probably nothing that I can't handle. Am I crazy, or is there not a secret door anywhere in here? I'm just gonna check all the walls. What is over here? What enemy is in here that people are so scared of? On the good side, because you have nearly no sleep, your parents would probably allow you to not attend school tomorrow. Oop, watch out. Gonna skip school. Honestly, going to school after like doing a long drive or going on vacation like immediately is pretty tough. So I would say take the day off if you need to. What do we got here? Madman. I don't think BMA is worth it. Oh my god, I did a jumping attack. I did a jump instead of a dodge. It's been a long time since I've done that. I don't think it's worth it to use BMA here because these guys are really hard to parry with gun only. Oh my god, stop. I say that as I immediately parry him. Okay, I need to not fight him on a stairway. Please come over here and just fight me on flat ground. Thank you. This one has a different moveset than the Twin Hatchet one too, which is kind of cool, kind of interesting. Like, they could have just been lazy, but they actually did give them different movesets. Yeah, fighting him on flat ground is a lot easier. First, Tempering Gem. Physical attack, weapon durability, attack... Oh, attack down. That's not a good gem. I hate when you get an attack down gem. It's like the worst thing you can possibly get. Your wheel got fixed. You're going to leave the stream for a little while. Okay. Have fun with the rest of your drive. There's another Ritual Blood 5. We're going to need more of those at some point in time. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming for a long time today. I streamed for a long time. I streamed for 4 hours yesterday. Oh, there's another madman here. How did I not wake this guy up before? Oh, now he does that move. They, like, never do that move when you're doing gun only. They almost only do it after you've done a melee attack. Which is annoying because it's the easiest one to parry. Okay, well, he seems like he wants to do it more often. I'm not going to complain about that. Oh, I knocked him down. What should I do? What's down there? Oh, I do not want to go down there and fight those guys together. I might have just created a very deadly situation. How do I even get down there? I just created a horrible situation for myself. No, but really, how do I even get down there? Do I have to go through the main door? Oh, go down here. Oh, someone just started vacuuming. I'm sure you can hear that. Yeah, I streamed for 4 hours yesterday, so I'm probably not going to stream for long today. I'll do, because of the stream title that I decided on, I will go and do some Orphan of Kos attempts before the end of this stream. I think that's fair game. I don't think I'll be able to beat him with my current stats. I think I need to do more Chalice Dungeon progress. Amplify my damage a little bit. Oh, I went the wrong way. There was 2 doors, and I picked the wrong one. Good for me. This... Where's the other door? There it is. This is the way I want it. This one looks way more like it would lead back to the main chamber. Okay, how do I draw out just one of those enemies? Oh my god. They're like right near each other too. I think that's worth it. Because I cannot deal with these 2 guys at the same time. Okay. I'm in a much better position now. This guy I actually don't usually fight. I usually just backstab him and then kill him. So I actually don't really know his moveset very well. Oh, that's not gonna work. Can't cheese him. He doesn't want to be cheesed. Yeah, I don't know how to parry this guy at all. Oh my god. That... Really? Really, on top of everything else. Now I've got a bunch of guys chasing me too. God, they have way too much health. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have to play some cat and mouse here. They're gonna keep chasing me. I think red enemies like always know where you are and they always chase you. Just gonna have to keep running away and reloading my gun, basically. That's the second time that's happened in like a couple minutes, where I pressed the button and my character just didn't do the thing. I hate fighting groups of enemies because if you knock one on the ground, you can never get the follow-up damage because another enemy moves in the way. That's gonna kill me. Cool. I'll run back up here and get my 123,000 echoes, hopefully. That vacuuming sound is really annoying. I deeply apologize for that. I have talked about this before on previous streams where my neighbors are like really loud and really obnoxious. And I'm always worried that they're going to do it while I'm on stream, and weirdly enough, they like almost never do. Like I usually actually don't really... Like my neighbors usually don't make very much noise when I'm streaming, but they make a lot of noise like all the time other than that. So I'm a little bit lucky in that regard, because it could be a lot worse. They could be making way more noise while I'm streaming. Pretty regularly, but they don't. But today you're getting a small taste of it. It's honestly, them vacuuming is like the least of our problems. They can be way more loud than this. It's actually been extremely lucky that I've been streaming for 2 years now. And almost never have my neighbors ever made like the kind of noise on stream as what they do off stream sometimes. This is the way. So our echoes are going to be somewhere over here. There's a good chance this madman has picked them up. He did not. Okay, we got very lucky. We can beat this guy in a one-on-one. How did that not parry? Okay, he's not rushing me, so I can heal and reload. Yeah, this guy tends to do like the one forward swipe more often than the two hatchet guy. And his forward swipe is a little bit different. The two hatchet guy usually does like longer combo strings more often. This guy tends to do like single attacks more often. Alright, is it worth it to go back downstairs and actually try to fight that other guy now? Let's see if this gem's any better. Physical attack, charge attacks, increased stamina cost. Honestly, the enemies in this dungeon are dropping gems that are like almost as good as like some of the best gems that I can get. So I'm wondering if it's actually worth it to farm these madmen for a bit and get some really good gems. For our, particularly for our Raider Pelage. Hey Lamage. You're on time today. Did I try farming echoes in East? I haven't actually opened up the East dungeon yet. I got some echoes in Loran earlier when I ran out. But other than that, I'm actually doing pretty okay. Ah, I did the same thing. I stepped on that stupid trap again. I hate fighting groups of enemies like this. Oh. Ah! He did the jumping attack, or she did the jumping attack instead of shooting her gun. Always a source of frustration. How are you doing today, Lamush? Okay, now we can go fight the guy that we want to fight. After all of that, run all the way back here. We're going to be fighting Orphan of Kos too, by the way, after this. I kind of want to farm the madmen in this dungeon for some gems, though. They actually drop really good gems. This guy I don't know how to fight. Okay, Okay, apparently it's not that difficult to parry, because I've never parried him before, and I just did it twice in a row. And if you don't parry him, it staggers him anyway. So there's not really any risk. You could just kill that guy with gun spam. What's my craziest chalice find? I used to say there was one dungeon I found where there was a chest blocking the way to a door, and the door was blocking the way to the chest, so you couldn't get the chest open, and you also couldn't get through the door. But I actually recently found out, after playing Bloodborne for 10 years, I recently found out that you can actually just destroy those chests by attacking them. So that was actually not as crazy as I thought it was. After that, I've definitely found some out-of-shape gems that were pretty good. I should have opened up the lantern downstairs, by the way, instead of doing this. Oh well, we'll do it when we go back. I've definitely found some good out-of-shape gems, and particularly the ones that look really cool. Like, it doesn't... Like, getting one that's strong is cool, but a lot of times the gem slots are pretty interchangeable, other than, like, really specific gems. But getting out-of-shape gems that have a really cool appearance, like a really unique appearance, I would say is the more standout thing. Alright, so first of all, we actually have a higher damage gem that we just found for this slot. It should be this one here. Increasing stamina cost, increasing charge attacks doesn't do anything for us, but if we find a similar gem to this one with a secondary effect, like attack up at full HP, the damage is going to be absolutely insane. It will blow your mind. Like, it will be a massive damage spike. I'm going to sell... Oh, and we got a Cursed Temper... Oh, it depletes HP, though. Darn. This would have been a good gem if it didn't have the HP depletion. I wonder... And then, honestly, like, once we get a good Blood Attack gem for our left hand, we can actually switch the Blood Attack gem over to the Raider Palash, since we're only using it for blood attacks anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why, like, this is the point where you can finally start getting very good blood gems, particularly these two madmen in here. I'm going to make note of this because I want to put this in my guide for farming offline. These two madmen here are actually dropping very good gems. They're very close to, like, the best gems you can get in depth 5 dungeons. I would say the difference between these gems and these depth 4 gems and the depth 5 gems that I've seen is very small. You like unique looking gems as well, especially green, like Cursed Abyssal gems. Yeah, I can't remember which gems give the green color, but the green color out of shape gems are cool. I'm trying to think if I've found anything else that was really cool. The thing is, like, a lot of the stuff in the dungeons has already been documented. So if I ever saw something really cool, it was because I looked up a glyph first, and somebody said, like, oh, there's an interesting thing here, and then I went like to look at it, but I haven't really found a lot of cool things myself. I did find one randomized dungeon. If you know those areas that have, like, a narrow platform with swinging blades going back and forth, and you have to wait for the blades to go by to avoid getting hit. I have found one randomized dungeon that had, like, 6 blades in a row, and it was almost impossible to get past them without getting hit. It was crazy. It felt like it happened on accident. Like, that shouldn't happen unless it's by mistake, but it did happen. Alright, I'm gonna go back into this side area and go fight these madmen again and see if I can get a better blood, possibly even 2 better blood gems. And if not, I'm not going to sit here and farm them forever, but it is worth, I think, dipping over here at least one more time. Just because they have potential to drop really good gems. It seems like the difference between the depth 4 and the depth 5 cursed gems is not actually as big as I imagined it would be. Okay, that could have gone better. It could have gone worse. Wasted a couple of bullets. Not a big deal. Gotta go this way. Yes, and there's 2 madmen here, so we can actually get 2 chances to drop a decent gem. Oh. heal the full. How is that not parrying? That's like the second time I've been hitting him while he's in the middle of a flurry of attacks and it didn't parry. His kick attack does less damage than his other attacks. But it is very hard. It's much harder to dodge. Oh, that was weird. My tracking didn't, like, update. This dungeon is kind of glitched, I feel like. Or maybe it's not glitched, but it's a little bit janky. There's been 2 times when I went to reload my gun and nothing happened. There's been 1 time where I was tracking an enemy and my character just didn't turn. Oh, I really thought that second shot would have killed him. Okay, ooh. Rank 5. This is going to be even better than the gems we've already picked up. Anything good? Moment of truth? Yes. Oh, extremely good. Physical attack up, plus flat damage, and the only curse we got is durability down, but the Raider Palash doesn't lose durability when you shoot bullets anyway. This is a massive upgrade over the gem that we're currently using. Oh, this was worth it. The Madmen in the Cursed Dungeons are such a pain without parry or if you fail a parry. They can be difficult to fight, but Madmen gems are really good, so as a result, I've probably fought like hundreds of Madmen at this point, because it's worth fighting them over and over again to get good gems. Especially offline farming. I think they're the best offline farm. Ducky says their bet on the Orphan of Kos is yes, it might take a little while. Actually, let's make a poll. I've been doing polls lately, they're fun. Will I defeat Orphan today? Yes or no? I'm actually leaning no, full disclosure. I don't think I'll be able to defeat him today. I think I'm going to have to get slightly better blood gems before I can beat him. But honestly, now I might be changing my mind because these Madmen gems are so good. These, in my opinion, these are almost as good as the Depth 5 gems. But you can get them right now. I want to not fight this guy on the stairs. Let's get him to chase me. Chase me. Yeah, I want to bring him out here and fight him out here. Nice. They actually don't take a lot of damage when they're on the ground. Yeah, it's only like 500 when he's on the ground versus... well, okay, never mind. That's almost... yeah, that's over twice as much damage. I was wrong. He takes a lot of damage when he's on the ground. Oh! Whoa! That was luck. I was very lucky that that didn't kill me. 209. Problem is he was off balance there. Did he just jank through the wall? This dungeon is really jank. Okay, if we're lucky, we'll get another rank 5 gem. No, it was a rank 4, but the rank 4 gems are still pretty good. This one is durability up and attack down, so not good at all. Okay, we got one good gem though. I think that was worth it. Definitely worth that. Honestly, we could keep farming these guys. Let's do one more farm. I think farming these guys for gems right now will pay off dividends in the long run. Yeah, I survived with just a tiny little bit of health. But we did level up Vitality earlier in the stream too, so I guess leveling Vitality was the right move. Plus, while we're doing this, we're not only farming gems, but we're also getting echoes, so we can increase our Vitality a little bit more when we go back. Or stock up on it. Honestly, this might be the time to stock up on a bunch of bullets and a bunch of vials. This might be the time to do that. Especially if we're going to fight Orphan of Kos. Okay. I love when enemies just stand there and don't attack. There should be one more small guy to fight over... Which way is it again? Here? No, there's not another small guy. Okay. So we got two more... I'll fight 2 more madmen and then I'll head back. Nice. Is it worth it to use BMA? I don't know. If we go fight the other madman, I'll use at least 1 BMA against him. Just because the other one tends to give me more trouble, because you start fighting him on a stairway. And I'm going to have less vials and less bullets, too, when I get there. Another 500. Another 500. Honestly, we could probably beat the other guy without BMA. Sage's hair, that's the worst drop. This is the other guy. Okay. Let's use BMA here. It's only worth a couple thousand. And if I do get a parry, I'll pretty much one-shot him. Didn't get the parry. Gotta watch out, because he's gonna rush me while I'm healing. Yeah, the BMA ult didn't end up mattering here. Well, I guess it matters in this sense. I can finish him off with one more shot without needing to parry him. Just like that. Nice. Quicksilver bullets. Okay, that was not worth it at all. We just did an extra farming loop. We did not get a single extra gem. Why not the bow blade? It's too good. Well, two things. Number one, it's not a gun. So I don't want to use it for that reason. But number two, the real reason is just it's too strong. If I use the bow blade, it would just make the run too easy. It wouldn't really be a challenge run. It would just be a normal run with a bow blade. You were at church and you had a potluck today. Ooh, that sounds good. My day's been pretty good. I woke up a little bit earlier. I put timestamps on my last stream. So if people want to look up like specific things, because that stream is a little bit of like a guide. If people want to look up specific information, they can find the information a little bit more quickly. And then I made a plan about what I'm going to eat after the stream. But I have not eaten yet. Let's do... Honestly, let's just buy as many vials as we can right now. I think that's the play. Okay, let's see how much extra damage we get from this gem. Why are there only 2 of you today? I didn't post the stream links anywhere. Usually I post them to different places, but today I just didn't feel like it because I knew I wasn't going to stream for very long today. I streamed for 4 hours yesterday, so I knew this was going to be like a short stream, and I decided I wasn't going to promote a stream and then have the stream already like end like an hour later or 2 hours later. Transform does too. Oh, Transform does too because Transform... I can't understand what you're saying, sorry. I think you made a typo or something. Does more damage with... Something does more damage without parry. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry. Alright, Raider Palash, we're gonna do another damage check. So actually, I'm not gonna check this damage. I'm gonna check it against the earlier damage. So earlier, after we upgraded to plus 10, our plus 10 Raider had 326 damage on the gun side. Now, with these extra gems that we farmed, let me make sure we don't have anything else that increases it higher. No. Oh, this would work, but it's going to deplete our HP, which we cannot afford. So now our Raider Palash from farming blood gems went up to 150 plus 196, 346. It's hard to type on your phone because your keyboard is a small window instead of below the bar. I get that. I just thought it was funny that I couldn't understand your message. The extra flat damage on this gem is actually very good for the Raider Palash because the Raider Palash doesn't get a lot of scaling. Actually, no, I might have that backwards. Because the base damage on the Raider Palash is naturally high, I actually think percentage gems are better. So I think we'd get more damage if we got a Madman with a full secondary effect. I think. I'm actually not 100% sure. So I don't want to say that too confidently. Alright, let's go do at least one Orphan of Kos attempt. Because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming today. You can't stand watching YouTube on your phone. I don't love it, but it's better than nothing, I would say. Like, there's been times when I've been laying in my bed and, like, a stream comes on that I want to watch and I don't want to get out of bed. So I just lay in bed and watch it while on my phone. And I think that would be better than missing out on the stream. But yeah, in general, if I can get to a PC, I prefer a PC for pretty much everything. Actually want to check something. I wonder if it's a good idea to farm these Winter Lanterns a little bit over there. I think, honestly, I think farming the Madmen is actually better than farming the Winter Lanterns. Based on what I've just seen, those depth 4 Madmen are... they give really good returns. And I might be able to find some depth 5 Madmen, but they wouldn't be cursed. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, I'm gonna do one, like I did with Maria, I'm gonna do one attempt where I don't use any consumables. And then I'm gonna do, depending on how I feel, if I feel like the run is possible, then I'll do one serious attempt. But I don't think wasting consumables on our first practice run would be a good idea. That's the most difficult thing about bosses like this, is that when you get the parry, they normally hit you anyway. Okay, our practice run is not going well. That was pretty good. Pretty good. I'm getting the parry timings down. This is actually a little bit... I think gun only against him is easier than hunter tool only. Because parrying is such a strong tool, and he's actually a very parryable boss. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get that one. The one advantage the hunter tool has is when it's able to get backstabs with the Augur of Abretus. Like right now I would be able to get a backstab, but I can't do that with a gun. That's a little bit of a waste of a vial, but it's okay. Honestly, I could probably win on this attempt. This is kind of the same thing with the Maria, where the first attempt ended up going way better than I expected it to. It would go even better if I had better gems. Oh, I didn't... maybe you can't parry that one. I wasted a... He's actually surprisingly easy to parry in the first phase. Get repeating damage while he's off balance. That's whatever. That's the one. Yeah, you can parry him when he switches into the overhand attack, but you can't parry him when he does the horizontal attack twice in a row. Oh, nice. I actually parried the first attack. So the problem is when you get the wrong parry timing, you just take damage instead. Obviously, taking damage is not good. I probably should have reloaded before healing there. It would have been more efficient, slightly. Might not have been a big deal, though. If I switch to BMA here, I could probably win the fight right now. But what I really need to do is get practice against his second phase. Yeah, I really need to practice against his second phase, so let's do that. Honestly, I can't parry his second phase at all. Never mind. I was just saying I can't parry his second phase, and then I got the very first parry. Don't panic. Where is he? I can't see him. Honestly, we might actually just win without consumables here. Okay, that gives me a chance to reload. I don't mind him doing that at all. I gotta get away from the shore. This is actually the worst spot to be standing if he decides to shoot his lightning bolts. still not really parrying his second phase at all very much. So when I run this back again, I'm probably just going to try to burst him down during the second phase. There's only a couple of his attacks that I can parry, and even then, it's only if I'm like really ready for it before he even starts winding up his attack. I think I can parry that combo, I just have to do it differently than what I'm doing right now. I'm not doing it correctly. Ooh, nice, I got one. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to try to parry that, it's too risky. I'm almost out of vials here. That's fine, like I said, this is not even an attempt. This is not even supposed to be a real attempt. It just ended up going way better than I thought it would. Out for that. Should I use the rest of my bullets or should I just let him kill me? I think I'm actually just going to get some practice dodging his attacks. And then we'll come back and we'll do a second attempt with Bone Marrow Ash and Fire Paper. Really? He did it twice in a row. Got 15 more bullets, potentially. There we go. Okay. He finally got me. You normally don't use your computer that much. Your brothers are at it more often than you. Interesting. Yeah, that's understandable, I suppose, if you have to share it with other people. I've kind of had my own PC for a long time, so it's difficult for me to imagine sharing it with somebody else. Alright, so this is going to go very smoothly. We can definitely win this. We basically just did it with no consumables. Now we're going to go in there and do it with consumables, and we're going to annihilate this fight. I will save the Bone Marrow. I think I'll use one Bone Marrow Ash at the very start, and then save the rest for the second half of the fight. I think that's optimal. I'm starting to think that's the optimal play, is open up with Bone Marrow Ash and then save the rest for the end of the fight. But honestly, it might even be better to just use it throughout the fight, just to get through the fight faster overall. So our gunshots are going to be dealing more damage. Oh, I could have dodged that. Okay, well this attempt started off much worse already. No surprise there. That's what happens as soon as you're trying to actually do it. There's a nice 2,000 for you, my friend. Yeah, I'm going to save the rest for the second half of the fight. I was doing that just to test something out. I got the answer I wanted. Oh, too early. How did that happen? I understand that I missed the parry, but there's no way I missed that dodge. Yeah, you can't parry that one when he does 2 horizontal swings. Why am I doing so much worse this attempt? Riddle me that. Yep. Saw that coming, actually. I knew that was going to happen. That's my punishment for using the Bone Marrow Ash at the start. I should have just killed him last time when I had the chance, instead of thinking that I was going to do a second attempt and it was going to go much better. I should have known that if I did a second attempt, it was going to go much worse, not much better. That's okay. I want to get a good clip. I want to get a good clip of the fight. I don't want to have a clip where it's just like me running away and healing for 5 minutes. I want to get a clip that actually looks clean. So I want to keep doing it until I get a good attempt that looks good. And if we don't get it this time, then I'm probably going to do it next stream. Because it's going to require us to restock our resources again. Yeah, whenever you go for it real, so does the boss. I don't know if that's it. I think it's more of just like a mentality thing. Like if you're not taking it seriously and you're just like, there's like no pressure on yourself, and you just play. For me anyway, I just like play better. Whereas as soon as I start to like be serious, start to show off, I'm thinking about how I want to do, and it just makes me do worse. Cool. Hey Steven, welcome back. You got here just in time. So actually you missed. I just did like an attempt on the boss. My first attempt, I didn't use any consumables because I just wanted it to be a practice run. I basically defeated him. I had him down to like enough health where I could have just easily bursted him down, and then I decided, you know what, I want to do this again with consumables so that the fight looks better and do like a better attempt. And then ever since I tried to do that, I just am instantly dying against him and not getting even anything that remotely resembles a good attempt. You just got back home. That's good. Oh, you must not have been as far away from home as I thought. I thought you were like in the middle of like a long road trip or something. But I mean, still, breaking down on the side roads, not fun either way, especially in the middle of the night. Alright, we're going to do one more attempt like this, and then I can't justify continuing to go with only, like 7 bone marrow ash. I actually know exactly what I need to do as well. Come here. He did the attack that I could parry, and I screwed it up. Got that one, but I got hit at the same time. I feel like sometimes when he knocks you down, you just sit on the ground forever. Like, that just happened. I could not get back up. Alright, come over here and fight me in the water. It's actually much easier. Okay. How in the world did that not parry him? Apparently shooting an enemy right in the face while they're in the middle of an attack is not a parry. Fire paper back on. Oh my god. Why is this happening? I did so good on the first attempt. Ah, I'm getting tilted now. It's just making me play even worse. Yeah, this attempt's not gonna pass. I've used all my blood vials already. Wow. I used half of my blood vials, just getting 30% of his health. And I don't even have full bone marrow ash because I died 2 times already. How am I missing him at point blank range? This is unbelievable. God, I wish every weapon just had the blunderbuss hitboxes. I hate the pistol hitboxes. How in the world is that not a parry? Okay, whatever. The assault is real today. It's a good thing we're fighting in the ocean. Yep, just miss him at point blank range. I'm gonna let him kill me. This is too much. It's not really that far, but when your wheel got destroyed, you were lost for about 2 hours, and that's probably why it took longer than you should. The orphan is thinking, I won't let you bully me again. Lamaj says he likes bullying orphans. He unlocked Ultra Instinct. Orphans of Kos. Oh, God. I'm repeatedly missing him at point blank range now when I was landing all of my shots before. I have to go back. At the very least, I have to go back to the Hunter stream and restock my consumables. Because we can't win under these conditions. That sounded something. I probably said something stupid. Reading chat. It would be so easy to trick me into saying something stupid. Because I normally like read the chats out loud instead of reading them in my head first and then reading them out loud. Let's sell all of the stuff that we have picked up. Like all the crappy blood gems that we picked up so far. I don't think it's going to give us enough, though. The cursed gems are worth a decent amount, at least. This would actually be a good gem for the bow blade, because the R2 attack counts as a charge attack. It's not good. It's not good. We got to keep like whatever triangle gems we can, and odd gems too, because we don't have good arcane stats. 7. This is fine. We don't need this many fire damp gems. We actually probably don't even need any. In fact, we definitely don't need this if we have this. This. Don't need this. This we don't need. Because we're going to get, if we ever need to use a different gun, we'll have opportunity to get different gems for it. I'm going to sell the Menzies cage. Anything else I can sell? Ritual blood, probably, that we don't need. I'm basically done with Ritual blood 4 right now, so I'm going to sell a bunch of these. Ritual 3 we're done with. We're going to sell a bunch of these. The tomb mold's not worth as much, so it's not really worth selling. I'm going to start selling all of this kind of stuff that we don't need. Lead elixirs we don't need. Almost done. Purchase. Bone marrow ash. I'm gonna buy like 6 of these. I'm gonna buy a couple of quicksilver bullets so we don't run out. And then a bunch of vials. Yeah. This will give us the resources we need to at least make like one more good attempt. And then if this doesn't go right, then I'll probably just end the stream and do it next stream. It is what it is. You shot right after the dodge, and the orphan is so fast that it outruns the camera. The orphan could probably beat Goku if he isn't holding back like right now. He's not that bad. It's just I'm getting janked, really. This is jank. Like, I'm standing right next to him and shooting him, and my bullets are just like flying right past his hitbox. I'm missing by like 1 pixel. And it happened twice in a row. Which I guess means I need to stop doing what I'm doing. Like, that lineup that I'm trying to do is not going to work. No matter how many times I do it. Ellery's so strong that the orphan had to use 100% of his power. Goku's showing how the baby how to behave and put it to sleep. It's a baby. It's a wild monster. Okay, here we go. Same thing as last time. BMA. Fire paper. I think dodging to the right and then shooting with the Raider Palash is going to be more consistent. That never should have hit me. I need to stop getting tilted. Stop getting tilted. Just focus on the game. If something janky happens, just deal with it. In fact, I'm going to start talking less too, so I apologize for that, but I have to focus on the game. Okay. Let's take him back over to the water now. This is turning into a good attempt. Don't get tilted. Despite the fact that you just parried him and it didn't count as a parry. Okay, sure. Once again, not a parry, even though it was a parry. We're doing it today. That's the theme of today. I really want to get him with one big shot before he buffs. Do something I can parry. I want him to do his overhand attack, the slow one. Okay, we're not gonna get it. Just do that instead. Desperately need to reload. I'm gonna set Bone Marrow Ash. If I end up getting a parry here somehow. Just like that. That was perfect. Use this opportunity to heal. Once again, restock Bone Marrow Ash just in case we get a parry. Last time we got really lucky. We got the parry right after we loaded the BMA. That's not super likely. But if we do get a parry, I think I can parry that attack. But it's very risky because if you mess it up, I think you get punished. Let's take the 800 damage while I've got it. If I could parry that attack consistently, which I know is possible, I can't do it, but I know some people can. Okay. Take the 800 damage whenever you can. That's a waste of a bullet. I think he has like damage resistance when he's calling the lightning, if I'm not mistaken. That was cheesy. Pretty sure I don't need to use any more blood bullets. I think I just need to use BMA. Dodge. I'm gonna heal here. Healing's more important. I just need to get one more clean shot. Just like that. Intense. That fight, every time I've ever done that fight on a gun-only challenge run, I pretty much always end with 0 vials. I think he just has like enough HP and enough damage. You'd have to play perfectly. If I played perfectly, then I could probably end the fight with like 6 vials or something. But there's always enough of a margin for error. You end up having to heal like 6 or 7 times throughout the fight. I think I have to do this. Gun-only challenge run failed. I stabbed the ghost. me get back to the Hunter stream. I'll read chat while we're doing loading screens. You sold chalice materials. Yeah, it's fine to sell chalice materials once you get to a certain point. You won't need them anymore. Just make sure you don't sell the ones that you do need, but you can sell the ones that you don't need. They're actually worth a lot of money. That pose while he explodes. Power Rangers type maneuver. Alright, you know what? Actually, we have like no consumables left, so let's do this. Let's restock so I don't forget. Bullets. And then kind of got the hiccups. This is a good time to end the stream, so I'm not hiccuping on stream for the next hour. Plus, we just beat Orphan. Alright. Short stream today. If you want more Ellery streaming action, I highly recommend checking out the archive from yesterday. Yesterday's stream was really good. I don't really start the serious attempts until about an hour and a half into the stream. But after that, so before that is like mostly discussing the gameplay and things like that. After the 1.5 hour mark is when I start serious attempts, and that's when the gameplay also starts to get really good. If you want to check out a stream, you haven't watched that yet, definitely check it out. I put timestamps on the archive too. It's Fire Emblem Lunatic Plus. Musa, thanks for being here today. Oak, thanks for stopping by earlier. Thank you to Skull Creek for being here today, and Patrick for being here, so that I was not talking to myself for half of the stream today. Thanks to Steven for stopping by. I'm glad you got your car situation sorted out. Thanks to Lamage for being here today, and Ducky for stopping by as well. And I think that's everybody. Lawrence is not going to be a problem at all. I don't struggle with Lawrence. He's not a hard boss to me. I know some people struggle with him. He's not me at all. And then on top of that, he's even easier to fight with a gun than he is to fight with melee. So I don't foresee Lawrence being a problem. The only hard thing about Lawrence is that he has a lot of HP. So we're going to need to make sure we have enough bullets to actually fight him. But I've done it before on previous gun-only challenges, and this run, my damage output is higher than it's ever been on any previous gun-only challenge, because I know way more about the mechanics. I know how to optimize the damage of the guns more than I did in the past. So we're going to be totally fine on Lawrence. We're probably going to annihilate him, honestly. I could probably go fight him right now if I wanted to. But I would rather save that for next week. For now, enjoy the rest of your day.